Hey everyone, welcome to another video. We're going to have a look at the Aerosoft CRJ. We recently bought it when it came out on release. I think it's very well priced at 42 GB pounds. I think it was roughly about 42 euros as well. I wasn't expecting too much, if I was honest, but it's delivered above and beyond. And if this is the level of depth we can look at third-party planes coming to Microsoft Flight Sim in the future, I think we've got a hell of a lot of reasons to be excited. So the video is from a recent Twitch stream when we've been flying the CRJ. We've probably done about 3 or 4 streams now in the CRJ. And I feel with every stream it's progressively getting better and better. I just want to talk about the plane over the video, really. That's the main thing that we're going to look forward to do today. The plane isn't just a jump in and fly job, it does need some studying. People go on about the term study level. You know, give or take, it means what it means. To some people it means more, some people it means less. There was a lot of things on this plane I had to look into to learn how to fly it, and especially with no auto throttle, that was huge to me. As someone who's new to flight simming with Microsoft Flight Simulator, only learnt the A320, to come into the CRJ with no auto throttle, I had a long steep learning curve. The onboard computer's done really well. You can control all ground aspects with it. You can set up your performance, look at the weight levels. It's really nicely done. It's even got basic checklists on there as well. The cockpit interior isn't perfect. There is a few issues that I do have. The first being that the default ATC doesn't recognise your squawking code. This isn't going to be an issue for most people, as I understand most of you will use VATSIM, and most people hate the default ATC, which I do not blame. The other issue I had is the packs. The button on the packs do not work properly. If you click the ECS page when the packs are not displaying the off button, they are not got a green box around them. So you have to click them again to get the green box around them. So if you're having loads of flight cabin pressure issues, that is why. It took me a little while to find out, but apparently there is an issue with the button, so that will get rectified. Setting up the throttle is a little bit of a faff. If it does not work properly, you need to rebind it in your MSFS control system. The only other thing you need to do is to go onto the onboard computer, and then you need to recalibrate it in the options. It's a little bit of a drama to get it set up, but once you have got it set up nicely, you're never going to have to go and touch it again. Just make sure you work out how to do the reverses before you come to your first landing. Pull up, and let's move. Let's turn music off. So what did I say, our VR speed? The VR is the same as our V1 speed, under 130. Just make sure we bury the nose. Still about 100 knots. Always veers to the right. I don't know if that's my controller or... rotate. See what I mean about the pitch? Right, hit speed. Let's try and try and keep our speed. We're going to pitch up to try and keep that speed. Brennan's house somewhere. Right, let's slap nav. Let's bring the lever down into climb. Still going to hold those 200 knots. Look at that for a departure. So if we can go back to the cockpit, there is also no weather or terrain system. Apparently this is a limitation within the SDK. So there's not too much really Aerosoft can do about that. Hopefully there will be some kind of leniency with Microsoft releasing the ability to use the terrain and weather in the SDK, as it would be nice to see that come up on the screen. This flight actually worked out really well because with the auto throttle, like I say, maintaining a cruise can be quite difficult. Within this we went up to 37,000 feet, and we could just hold the throttle in climb, and it held us at 37,000 feet. So it was quite nice that we had time to talk and look around the plane and do a few other things. We also had no issues on the ILS approach. I've seen people having issues on the ILS approach. The ILS approach seems to be slightly hit and miss. I've had it work more times than it doesn't work. In this flight, it worked flawlessly. It worked absolutely flawlessly. And again, it's something that you need to read about if you don't know how to do it, because it's not as simple as an Airbus of, oh, there's the localizer, there's the glide slope, let's hit approach. There's a few more steps to it. Also, if you create your flight plans in MSFS, you may be a little bit disappointed, as the flight plan will not automatically be brought into the plane. You can import SimBrief flight plans. Again, it's a little bit of a faff. I just manually enter them because it literally takes 2 minutes. It's nice and quick and easy. The working FMS works perfectly as it should. So when it's like that, there's no real issues. When you do get the plane as well, it does come in 2 models, a CRJ 550 and a CRJ 700. At first I was like, cool, 2 models. And then I looked it up, and the only difference between the two, one has more seats than the other. The 700 has about 70 seats, whereas the 55 has about 50 seats. There's talk of the 900 model coming and the 1000 model, but rumours suggest so far it will be an additional £19 or €19 there or thereabouts. I'm not personally sure if it's going to be worth it. The 1000 model, the only difference it looks like is that it's going to be a little bit longer with more seats. I mean, I'm sure there's way more differences in the planes, but so far the only differences I can see are the seats. The default liveries it comes with, the 550 comes with the United Express GoJet livery and a private livery. The 700 comes with a few more. It comes with a Lufthansa Regional, Lufthansa City Lines, Air France Hop, American Eagle, Alaska Airlines, Delta Connection, SkyWest, Delta Endeavour. But already FlightSim.2 has been bombarded with liveries for the plane, so you will have no issues getting liveries for the flights that you do want to make. So, a brief talk about it. So, a brief conclusion maybe? A brief conclusion for the plane is, it is miles ahead of anything that Microsoft Flight Simulator has to offer so far. It does require some research, it does require some learning. Usually if there's a bug or something wrong that's not working, it is your fault. The plane works really, really well. I've been watching Edward the Pilot on Twitch, and he is a rated CRJ pilot. He has hardly any issues with this plane. Apart from the few I've mentioned about the packs, that's a button fault, that needs to be fixed. It will be fixed, but the plane performs so well. I'm so excited for the future of MSFS and the third-party planes we're going to get, because Aerosoft have just set the benchmark extremely high. And this, coupled with the A320 with the fly-by-wire mod, we've got 2 really good planes now to be flying. So is it worth the €42 or 42 GB pounds? Yes, personally I think it is. For me, it's opened up a lot more domestic flights, smaller flights around Germany. We've done Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and we've visited a lot of places that we wouldn't normally visit. Learning the plane has been really enjoyable. I did not think I was going to enjoy learning the plane as much as I have, but it's so satisfying seeing it all come together. And the stream we've taken this video from, it was probably the best flight we've done so far, where everything just went perfect. Okay, the takeoff is still a little bit, could be better. The landing, okay, it was a little bit floaty, which you'll see in a bit. But overall, I feel like we're getting there. Okay, we don't do all the systems checks that, you know, some in-depth people might like. You can do all the systems checks. All the tests are there. You can do the full check sheet from the developers, which will give you the list that most actual real operators do. And all the test systems work. You can test them, you get all the right alarms, you get all the right sounds, and the systems will operate as they should, which is amazing. If you're looking for depth, this is definitely got that. So I know it was only a brief video, but I'm going to leave you with the landing into Kastrup. If there's anything more that we can add to another video, we probably will. We might do some procedures, some little things, maybe future on the plane. I don't really want to go in depth, droning on and on about the plane. I just want to keep it brief, as I do with all my videos. Keep it like punchy, to the point. Is it worth buying? Yes. Cool. Great. This is why. Model's good, plane's good, it's well priced, manuals are good, gives you more to learn, gives you more detail. Yes. Guys, thank you. Oh, Steven us out a little bit. There we go.
weird. It feels weird at night time.
400.
More thrust, please.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, we floated a little bit too much there. Right, reverses. Brakes, nose down. We get off here, we slow down loads. Right, flaps up. What did we get? What did we get? 70? Ooh.
121.9 for Lima Uniform Echo.
I'll take that with all right. Open APU door. Let's tune ground and ask for taxi to the gates. Hey, let's start the APU up. Landing lights can come off. Strobe can come off.
Bravo Lima Uniform Echo Taxi to gate Bravo 16 using taxiway Bravo Zulu Quebec Foxtrot Yankee.
Yes!
Taxiing to gate Bravo 16 using taxiway Bravo Zulu Quebec Foxtrot.
That's probably, it was a bit floaty, but I'd probably say that was one of the best landings I've done so far in the CRJ. Right, fast reversers come off.